Howdy, y'all. All right. Today is the day I start putting in the subfloor. At least I hope so. Just got to figure out how to get her done because you have to get the subfloor up underneath the bottom plate of these walls, which not too bad on hard on this front one because it's just sitting in here. So I just have to push it off the rim joist there, and then I can put this piece of plywood there. But this side's going to be a little trickier because we have these bolts that go into the metal wings here. You know, every one is about every 4 feet I see. So that's not going to be fun because I have to pound these bolts out, which they don't really want to come out. But then, especially with that piece of wood, it's only connected there. I don't know if I have screws in there. We'll find out. And I didn't put the nail plates on this one because I was thinking about replacing this one just because it's not brand new, but it's still in fine shape. But anyway, so we'll figure out how that works. But hopefully we'll get it done. I brought my car jack here that I'll put here, put a 2x4 up to the top plate and jack it up, and then so I can get some weight off the bottom here and push these 2x4s out so that I have room to put subfloor adhesive down and then move the subfloor over and screw it in, and then I can bring the walls back in. So at least that is the plan on paper anyway, so we'll see if it works. All right, so this time I actually got my car jack over there to lift this up, and then we'll see a fail here. Whoops. I didn't have that sheet screwed down, so yeah, that was kind of a fail. But we got through it. We figured it out. And just getting the piece ready to square up and sit down on its bed. All right, we got this front section here prepped. We got the subfloor adhesive down. And we might be getting ready to throw it down, but we'll go with fail number 2 of this first sheet. I needed to push the 2x4 walls out, forgetting that I had the panel up against that. And oh yeah, had a lot of subfloor glue down, so it got all scooped out of the way. Fail number 3, almost there. And ending it with fail number 4. But no blood this time. So broke out my new tool. I think it's super cool. Only cost a couple $100, more than I wanted to spend, but I can sell it for $120 when I'm done with it. So it'll be a good investment. I'll keep it for a while to when I do my decks and my drywall with it too. So it's pretty cool. So I don't have to bend over as much. So making sure I didn't miss the 2x6s there. All right, look at this beautiful disaster we got right here. So I'm not sure how much I cut out of the roll of film that I was taking while I was doing this, because man, it did not go smooth. But we got her in there. We got some subfloor glue on top, and my new tool, this thing, it's pretty cool. I got to figure out how it really works. It was, a little off and on for me here, but we got her down. So pretty excited about that. And then once we get this section here, I'll have my first row complete, and maybe I'll give you guys another victory dance. But anyway, good stuff. All right, just measuring that second piece section, cutting it up, and then I'm cutting the tongue off the front end there because it's going under the wall in the front. And trying to figure out how to set her down properly and then screwing her into place. Nice to see this front one done. All right, here we are at the front of the house, and I got the subfloor in, so I just thought I'd give you guys a peek at how that all works. So here's the rim joist. So here's the outer rim joist in the front of the house, and then I tuck the subfloor on top of that, and then we put the sill plate of the walls on top of that, so it's all working together to strengthen up. This plywood comes out, or AdvanTech, and it kind of gives it strength so it doesn't bow down here. Like if you just end it here, there would be no strength here to help support this weight of this wall. So that's how they build these things out here. So, you know, a lot of people, when they replace subfloor, they won't go all the way out here. They'll do blocking, and that's fine too. I mean, that's just pretty standard. But since I had the, you know, opportunity to do it all the way out here, I thought I'd take advantage of that. All right, there we go. We got it kind of set up and in place there. I put the front shear wall back on top. I just put like 3 screws in to hold it in place there. I'll do more of those when it's that time. But we put the temporary pieces up here to hopefully keep it watertight. But yeah, you can just see it's just tucked up underneath the sill plate here for the walls. And once I get all these subfloors in, probably at least to the bump out there and to that where the front door is, then I'll jack these walls up again and then put 2x4 plates on the bottom, the sill plates of the walls, because I don't think I bolted or screwed any of these the subfloor or the sill plates here to the studs on the wall there. They're just kind of sitting there, and it's these runners that are holding the 2x4s from going left or right. Well, yeah, there is one on that one, but not the second, so that one's probably a little jankier, but whatever. We'll get to that at some point. You can see that, so since there's a 2x4 at this base, you can see up here, so there's only one top plate for now, but there's 2 there, and you can see it's up about 3/4 of an inch into that one. So once I get the 2x4 base on these, the first top plates will match up, and then I'll put a second one on, and then I can, that's one reason I haven't bothered with the roof trusses to go out to the end here, because, well, once I start doing it, I have to get back on the roof and finish it out and do one out there. But for now, yeah, it's on the back burner, but those will match up. So it's just feeling nice to have this first run in. Took forever because of the front wall and whatnot, but I think going on, they'll move faster. It's not like it's going to take me 5 minutes or anything. It's still going to take me a while, but I think they will get faster. Plus, you know, once you learn something and start doing it, it starts humming along. I did realize with the subfloor glue here on this first one, I put way too much on the floor joist because it was just all around it. So used less on this one, and we'll do that going forward, which is nice because then I won't have to use a ton of this. I have 12 tubes, and if I ran out of one tube doing these 2, I would have to get another case. But hopefully I can stretch it out to the end. Anyway, we're going to go take a lunch break and then hopefully come back and work a few more hours. And on we go to the 3rd panel, gluing it up and setting her down, using the maul to get this one all lined up and snugged into the tongue and groove, and using my fancy new tool to save my back. And I figured out I'd use the little T-square there to line up and not miss the inner joists. And we rinse and repeat. This is number 4, and this is one of those boards that had been in the rain for a while, but this one wasn't so bad. There was one that I didn't think I was going to use because it's really dark. I think I'm going to use it just above this one, but it's still super sound, so I decided to use them anyway. And couldn't forget to put the nail pieces in the sections for the plumbing. All right, I didn't use that darker one yet, but it goes above that one next to it, so we'll get to it here in a second. And I thought I'd show you how I load my little gun here. It's pretty cool. Little pre-filled screws, and just push them into place. And I think I can reload them because I grabbed a bunch of them and they look the same as they were, like nothing ripped. So hopefully I can just get cheaper screws in the future and just reload it and keep using this tool. There we go. There's the ugly one. Well, like I said, it was in good shape, so decided to put her to use. I think this one here was kind of a pretty warped, so I'd put more screws than normal to keep it all flattened. Well, well, well. Looks like we almost have a house here. Crazy. Anyway, first time I was here doing this, I got 1, 2, 3 pieces done. And it took me like forever to just do that many because the first row, you really want to get that squared up as best you can. I had to remove that wall back there, put it back, all that stuff. So wore myself out just doing those 3 pieces. And I thought I was going to get more done today. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Thought I was only going to get one more 5 because I have one in the back end of the house, but it was the very bottom piece that I bought and it got hit by a forklift, so it kind of chipped it up. And I was hoping that enough of it, because this is the shortest, the shorter of the 2, I was hoping that the gouge would have been on the piece that I needed to cut off, but wasn't the case. So oh well, we got this much done. And I don't know, I think I might take out a couple more of these bolts here just to prep it for the next time I'm here. But other than that, maybe just do some cleanup outside, but we've pretty much done all we can do for now. I did notice, you can't see it on camera, but this house definitely sags to this side. I just took a standard level, and I could see that I had it on the very end here, and I could raise it 1 inch just to level it out for the 4 foot long level. So yeah, it's at least a couple inches from this end to that end. Hopefully it's just the beams on this side are lower and not like bent wings over here pushing this down. I mean, it's not sagged from what's on there right now because I haven't really added any weight other than an extra top plate, and I'm assuming these pieces of plywood, they're only 3/8 inch. We took the metal off the top, so they're probably comparable in weight. So it's not like all the aluminum's nothing, I got that off there. So it's not really heavier than what it originally was. So it's not like it's pushed down, but then again, I'm not sagging on this side. So that answers that question. So anyway, hopefully, I think I'll wait till I get all this subfloor done, and then I might pay somebody to come level this, or I'll give it a try on my own. It doesn't have to be perfect, but close enough. So we'll see if I can do it, and if not, I'll pay someone to do it. But this is what we got done for today, and I'm feeling pretty good about where we're going here. All right, y'all. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.